So here are the mistakes that you're going to be making is turning too soon. So let's say, let's say we turn roughly around here. Okay, looking good for the truck. Very nice for the truck. And so, yeah, you drive right in, miss everything, and then all of a sudden, oh, crunch, 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 crunch. Accident, you're fired. All right, so that's turning too early. Let's turn too late. All right, so now we turn way too late, and let's say we turn too fast too. Okay, so we go hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're not going to make it, so we go into reverse. Now, if you do go into reverse, make sure that you pay attention to the swing over here. All right, so let's see, we go in, and you think that you're happy. Oops, let's go ahead and stop for a second, because we're going to hit there. Let's go to the right. You think that your truck's going to make it, and what happens? What happens? Oh no, you hit the hood of this guy. And now you got to wake him up. I am sure he's already awake because the truck just rumbled. Again, those are the two mistakes that most people make: is hitting this guy and hitting this guy. So for some reason, you thought it would be a good idea to drive into a space. Now, if you are going to drive into a space, all right, there's a few things you need to take into consideration, right? You got to make sure you don't hit this guy over here with the side of your trailer. So you got to make sure you drive past your space. And let's say we turn roughly around here. Okay, always drive past your space and then cut back in. All right. Now, I'm sure I'm not going to be able to get this in one shot. I'm sure I'm going to have to do a little turning. All right. So, or I might not even be able to get it in at all. Let's have a look. Let me zoom in there. Am I going to clear that guy? If I'm not going to clear it, then I'll turn to the right, back up like a foot, and then go off to the left. All right, so we're going nice and slowly. Now I'm going to keep turning. I'm not going to turn in yet because I want to keep everything as close as possible to the left. All right, because right now I'm worried about the front of my trailer by the time it gets to here. All right, just keep watching that for a second, right? So I'm missing the mirror. Now I'm hugging everything. As you can see the front of the trailer? It's getting really close. A lot of people don't know about that. A lot of people forget about that. All right, so let's go ahead and back up a little slowly, hugging everything. And then once you're past it, oh, that's it. It won't hit anything now. We're gonna keep going to the left. Whoopsie daisy. Keep going to the left. Oh, so close. Watching that, making sure the mirror is not getting hit. All right, let's go a little slow. Looking good. All right, so I'm just gonna hug everything to the right now because my trailer is not quite where I want it to be. Okay. So sorry, let me get the proper steering going on. All right, so hug everything to the right, and then the last 20 feet, I'm going to go to the left, then back to the right again, because I want to finish off parallel to everything else. And there we go. Okay, that's as good as I could get it in that space that I had. I don't ever recommend doing that though. All right, it's a gamble. Just back into the space. All right, so it's nighttime now, and you take your break, and you want to get out. All right, so we have an advantage right now, okay, because we're at an angle. As you can see, this green line represents where the truck is pointing towards, and then the red line is, where the trailer is pointing. And so we're at an angle right now. So if we just leave our steer straight, all right, it will start jackknifing to the left, regardless, as long as we don't do any steering. But probably not enough, though. We'll probably end up with the trailer over here. So you can't do any hard steering here. Okay, so I'm gonna back up nice and slowly so you can actually see what's happening. So now when you see this green and getting more over to the right, that means I'm jackknifing more and more and more. Now I would be happier if that was happening at a faster rate. All right, so you can turn, all right, but you can't turn too much because you'll end up over. Yeah, see, if I keep going straight right now, you'll see that I'll be hitting this guy. So now I'm going to go off to the left. Okay, and back to the right. There we go. Now I'm just going to try driving the straight line. Now we will be able to once I think roughly around my axles get to the cab, I can start turning to the right. All right, and I can start probably now. I can get away with that, making sure that my trailer is not going to hit the side of his truck, and we can do a lot more now. I know it's such a gamble. You shouldn't do this. There we go. Very small movements, and now we can go nuts. All right. Again, get out and look and make sure you don't get hit this guy, okay? All right. Doesn't look like we are. All right. Look, we got out of there. It's such a nuisance doing that. You're better off backing in to a space than driving into a space because yeah. Anyway, so now we're off.